Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I made hair oil with 7 different ingredients, which mint leaves happens to be the first ingredient. So what I'm just doing here is separating the leaves from the one that I want to use, the good ones, from the ones that are not bad, that I'm not using. So typically that's what I'm doing here, and here I'm just washing it. You can see it. For those of you who doesn't know the benefit of mint leaves is heaped with different types of vitamin, like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B, and it's also rich in iron, potassium. It is source of carotene, antioxidant, and it promotes hair growth and prevents hair fall. Mint leaf has a lot of benefits, not only for hair, it's also good for digestion, So there are different uses, but since we are using it for hair oil, so let's just focus on that. So it's very good, and here I'm just washing it here, and you can repeat it two or three times depending on how clean you want it to be. So yeah, I think I wash it twice or maybe 3 times, because because it grows on the ground, so it usually has sand, so you want to wash it and make sure that you rinse. Can you see that's the sands there? So you just want to make sure that you don't have dirt in your oil, and that doesn't cause more harm. So typically I'm just washing it the second time here. So I'm just washing it typically here, and so I'm done washing the leaves here, and you can see it's clean and neat. So I'm just going, I just went ahead here to grind it. So that's my small mortar and pestle. So if you don't have this, you can just go ahead and use your knife to chop it. But if you have this, this makes it easier and faster. So what I was just doing here was typically grinding it. So that's the remaining part of the leaves. I didn't use all the leaves, I kept some, and these are just the ones that I use. The amount that I think it's okay for the oil, because I don't want the leaves to be too much, so this is the right proportion. So when you're grinding your leaves, you want to make sure it's not too, like, just grind it and make sure you don't over grind it. Now I'm just going ahead to combine my oil. The first oil is mustard oil. Has antibacterial and antifungal, and is known to hydrate scalp. So that is the quantity that I needed, and that's what I used. So it depends on how the amount you want. So the next oil is sesame oil. Sesame oil is known to be the oldest oil, and is also rich in zinc, copper, in magnesium, in calcium and iron, and as well is rich in vitamin B6. It prevents premature hair growing, and it also grows hair well. So that's it. And the next oil that I use is sunflower oil. Sunflower oil has anti-inflammatory properties which may help to calm down drafts and relieve itchy scalp. It is high in essential fatty acids like phospholipids and ceramides. The next one is extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is incredible. We know it's very healthy. It's one of the healthiest fat. It's high in antioxidant, which is main reason why it is so beneficial. It has monosaturated fat, and it's a great source of vitamin E, vitamin K, and it also has anti-inflammatory substances. So I love olive oil. Olive oil is one of my favorite oil. So basically that's the amount I use, so it depends. If you don't want I wanted a large quantity of oil because I don't want to continue to do this every now and then, so I decided to do the large amount this time. Grapeseed oil is also one of my favorites. It's high in omega-6 fatty acid. It contains vitamin E. It makes your hair grow faster, shinier, and supple. So you might want to consider this. Yeah. So the next oil is lavender oil. It's also one of my favorite oil. Lavender oil is believed to stimulate hair growth. It is antimicrobial and prevent head lice or even kill it. It's very good. So if you are battling with head lice, you might want to consider adding this to your shampoo or your hair conditioner, or use it once in a week to add it and use it to moisturize your scalp. It's going to prevent or even kill it if you already have it. So that's typically me combining all the 6 oils together. So here I was just making sure that the oil was out. I didn't want to waste it, So I already have my water on the fire boiling. So that's the method that I used in this video because I didn't want to fry the oil because I don't want to lose any of the nutrient. So now I was done combining all the oils together, so I just went ahead to put it on the boiled water. You can see so the water was already very hot, and I just waited for about 15 minutes to get the oil heat up a bit, just so that don't get too heavy on the scalp, just to make it a bit light, and at the same time still maintain and sustain the natural and the amazing ingredient in the oil. So I just waited here for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then you can see here that if you notice, you can see that at some point, because the water was very hot and the pot that has my oil was just shaking and all that. So now I added my already grounded mint leaves, and I allowed it to mix, and also mix with the oil and heat up. for some minutes. I went ahead to also pour the juice from the mint leaves inside the oil, because those juices are the main, they are the main thing, they are the real deal. So I added everything, I scraped everything out, and I just left it to boil and heat up for some minutes. Like I already said, I decided to use this method because I didn't want to lose any of the ingredients. But if you prefer, frying it, or kind of like eating the oil directly on fire, you can go ahead too, but just be sure that the heat is not too much. Just lower your gas or whatever method of this thing you use. Just make sure the heat is not too much and your oil doesn't get overheated. I was just making sure, just trying to see the texture. You can tell when the oil is ready, because it will be a bit lighter, not as heavy as it was in the beginning. And when the juice and the whole ingredients from the leaf already mixed, you can also tell, because before I mixed the leaves, it was kind of like yellowish in color, the oil, by the time I mixed all of them together. But here it was already kind of like greenish, yellowish. I don't know if you get what I mean, because of the mixture of the green leaf, the mint leaf. I just decided not to allow you guys to see all this, so in case you want to try it, which I advise you do, because this oil is very, very good. You are going to love it if you try it. And if you try this at home, please come back and comment, and let's come back for your testimony, because I know you are going to love it, and you're going to see the benefits if you try it. So if you try it and you have to come back. So guys, our oil is finally ready. You can see it. So what I just did was I allowed it to cool off for some minutes, like about 30 minutes, and I just went ahead to filter it. So it's advisable you use a cloth, that cloth filter type. It will be easier for you, because you'll be able to get rid of all the oil from the grounded leaf. But this is the one I have, so I had to use what I have. So you can see it now. We're getting close to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, consider to subscribe, and remember to turn on your post notifications so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. So typically I just use spoon to press the oil out from the leaves. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. Remember to share, like, and comment down below. Thank you. Remain blessed. Bye.